Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cindy. I am as Simply Cindy. I am a psychic medium. Astrology is something of a passion of mine. I have lots of modalities behind me. I wanted to do, and this is a continuation from yesterday. I am doing per sign love tarot readings. I have not done these in about 4 to 6 years publicly. I've done them for clients, but I have not done them publicly. So I used to have another channel, two channels, your Indigo Path and Indigo Tarot. Some of you might know me from there. I hope that you guys find this. We are going to continue from Libra through Pisces. During the time of all of our healing, of all of our growing, I had not been called back to do Love Tarot. And then I saw that there was a whole bunch of other Love Tarot, right? But this is something that's really special to me. This is not something that I do all the time because I find love, whether it's romantic or friendship or partnership or whatever, very important. Is it the most important thing for me? Not. I've learned through my journey that integrity has more uh, light, power, whatever thrust behind it. So, uh, I haven't, for that reason, I haven't been called to do it. I haven't, I've been, my journey has been on in another way, but my journey finally with my heart has intersected at once again with tarot. And because I know everybody loves Love Tarot, I wanted to do something for everyone for this channel, just to let you know that I feel you, I see you, and I want to help if I can provide any help, guide you in that. For those of you that have never seen me, I don't sugarcoat, and I pretty much, like everything else, go really, really deep. I am more of a tarot reader and not an oracle reader. I think it's that Virgo side of me that wants that order. But if you've seen me before, you know I'm not really an oracle reader, but I thought, well, why not pull these cards? Right. So I will start, when I start with a sign, I'm going to probably pull an oracle and then see what the theme is, see what it is that can help you. So my intention is to get everybody some clarity, those who listen, those who understand, those who are ready. If you're not ready, you're not going to hear it, right? I can tell you over and over and over again in 50 million different ways, but if you're not ready, you're not ready, right? So what I ask everyone to do while I'm doing this is please take a deep breath, center yourself, and open your heart, because I am not one that interferes in energy. If you don't let me in, I won't go in. I'm not going to force myself in anybody's energy. Okay? So Eagle says, I'm excited. Thank you for doing this. I'm going to go make myself a nice drink and relax. Absolutely. Everybody go make yourself a nice drink and relax while I start saying all this stuff. But it is important, if you want, and if you're joining, to open that heart of yours, open that chakra, heart chakra of yours. Take a deep breath, relax. I will know some things. Your guides will be telling me whether I can make that public or not. My guides will be telling me, actually, will be telling me if I can make that public or not. So they're very good at that, at letting me know. Again, I will not force myself into anyone's energy. If your heart is open and you're receiving, I want to give you some clarity. I want to give you some healing, and I want to give you some, and I don't want to give it to you. I want to help with that, right? Help give you some growth, some clarity, some closure, some healing. Okay. So, yay, Kathy. Thank you for all the emojis. For those of you that want to join my membership, I have just started my membership. There are people that have joined. You get those 4 emojis. And we'll be doing stuff like this, where I am going to be doing per sign for astrology and for tarot. Okay, like 1 month I'll do astrology, 1 month I'll do tarot. Something like that. But this is where you get that extra stuff, and I'm trying to keep it at $4.99. I do not want to go to another level. I just want to keep it at $4.99. And you guys know YouTube takes half of that, so I think $4.99. If I can get 2,000 people, then that's what I'm working towards, so that we can do per sign, right? Because that takes a lot of time and a lot of energy. So I know my daughter did those. I love that. She did those emojis from scratch. Like from scratch. Like she drew them. She's really good. And I'm sort of a different reader. I understand time and space a little differently than everyone else. I understand dimensions a little differently than anyone else or other people. Most people on YouTube tarot readers. But so I know that this card, think of Schrodinger's. Is it Schrodinger's? Why can't I say that word? Schrodinger's cat? Yeah. It's the space of what is this card? It could be any until we turn it over and observe it, right? So, because I have that understanding, it doesn't matter whether I shuffle or not, the card that it's supposed to be is supposed to be. Because that is my intention and focus, and I know that there's magic in this world. So those of you that see me later, I know you've been through hell. Not just in life, like hell in your heart. Just amazing that you still, some of you, have your heart open. Amazing. There's no reason why you should have your heart open, but you do. Amazing, amazing souls. Those are the souls I'm talking to. Not the ones that want to be like, oh, what's my next date? No, that's not who I'm talking to. I'm talking to the warrior souls in love. This tarot, the spaces I'm looking at is not for the weak. It's not. Just know. I have that Aquarius side that's like, I can see, but if you don't want me to, that's fine. That's kind of up to you. And I have that sad side that's like, yeah, whatever. Now, the Gemini side is just curious. So that's why I do it too, because I'm curious, but I'm nosy. That's the Gemini side. I'm nosy. All right, so let's get started. We're going to do Libra through Pisces. So the first up is Libra. I'm going to, as I'm doing the talking, this helps me get in your energy when I'm talking. You think I'm just talking about BS, but I'm really like getting into your energy as I'm shuffling the cards. It kind of helps me focus to get into your energy. Then I will pull a card. So this is going to be the overall message that your higher self wants to tell you, wants you to know. I don't do a lot of oracle. I really don't do any oracles, but I thought this would be a kind of cool way to do it. So I'm going to give each sign an oracle. I'll start with that. I'll read it off because oracles you read. And then I will pull the tarot for you and we'll do a big spread. And let me say this, know that you're here for a reason. I don't know the reason, but know that you are here for a reason. I don't know the reason until they tell me the reason. The other thing too is if I look familiar to you and you've never seen me before, it's probably because we've lived other lives before. And you found me. I also didn't even mention, for those of you that want a reading with me, you can email me at yourpath39@gmail for a reading. I don't just do tarot. I do hypnosis. We do herbs. I do mediumship. I do coffee time where we just sit. I do your charts. I do all kinds of stuff. But if you're into any of those services and you want that privately, you're welcome to email me. Yourpath39@gmail. All right, let's get on to Scorpio. I'm going to pull an oracle for Scorpio. Just a second. Okay. Okay. Here we go, Scorpio. Good luck. You have shield your energy. Look beneath the surface. That's true for Scorpios because they can open themselves so much and get themselves into trouble. So 32. Okay, here we go. Oh, excuse me. Look beneath the surface. Cleanse your space. The frog is a diverse amphibian, living all over the world. The frog thrives in clean habitats. Its life is a process of metamorphosis, from egg to tadpole and then to adult frog. Frogs are often seen as the ultimate rainmaker, with the exotic and intrinsic sounds of their beautiful sacred song echoing through their native bushland. Hold on a second. The slippery creature cannot endure a toxic environment and requires unpolluted habitats to thrive. In order for you to succeed right now, you must clear and screen your surroundings. Closely connected to the moon cycle, the frog encourages you to release your emotions in a healthy way, washing away any negative physical or mental energies that restrict you from having a positive and peaceful life. Encouraging you to look deeper into a situation to find the truth of the matter, the frog will challenge you to release anything that is holding you back from success. You may be feeling swamped right now, swimming through murky water, but just like the frog, you may need a long rest or to hibernate from others while you gather your senses and a fresh perspective. Right now, the gentle energy of the frog totem is requesting you to look deep beneath the surface, which Scorpio, you shouldn't have a problem with that. Not everything is what it appears. Influence from toxic environments is suffocating your natural gifts and talents that need to be nurtured. You require a healthy, supportive, and loving environment for you to grow and thrive as an individual. Yeah, I feel like this about Scorpio. They're right on. I feel like y'all are so used to toxic environments that you allow yourself to be there, and there's so much more that you're supposed to do, but you're just allowing yourself to be in these places where you're so used to transmuting the energy, you're so used to clearing it out, you're so used to knowing exactly what's going on that you stay in that, and you shouldn't, because you have other things to do. Like you're sitting there dealing with this whatever toxic environment, toxic relationship, whatever, when you're not doing what you came here to do. You're like clearing people's field and helping them out when you should be helping you, right? So now is the time to take care of your health, releasing emotions and examining your own energy. And this is how you know if I'm talking to you, because you have a lot of stuff going on health-wise. Like you have a lot of stuff going on health-wise. If you have a lot of stuff going on health-wise and you're a Scorpio, you're in a very toxic environment and it's time to clear your field. Okay? And that's who I'm talking to. Now is the time to take care of your health, releasing emotions and examining your own energy and how it interacts with others. Use the element of water to unlock your energy fields and create a smooth flow of Kundalini for potential healing and growth. Find your own sacred song. Call to others who share your passion and interest where you can support and renew your inner fire. So, the shadow aspect of this is stagnation, untidy, and hoarding. That should tell you where you're at with relationships, with love, with your family. If you're like untidy or hoarding, you've got some clearing to do. You've got some clearing to do. Okay. So here we go. I've already shuffled these cards. I'm going to leave this here so that you remember this is the overall thing that your higher self, oneness, guides want you to know. The overall. Okay. Good luck, Scorpio. All right. Where are you right now in love? You have the Five of Pentacles. Of course, you're thirsting for love because I feel already that you're in not so good situations, right? That all you ever wanted from that person or that family member or that family itself or the children or whatever, grown children that you have, whatever, all you've ever wanted for them was the best, and for you was love. And it's like you have to strive to get it. You're coming from a place of lack when it comes to love. And love is many things for me, right? So you're coming from a place of lack, of I've got to try so hard to get that love from the thing, from the people, from the relationships, from the situations, from work, from I gotta strive, I gotta struggle, that's coming from a place of lack. You have not filled your cup. That's the Five of Pentacles. Look at the hands out. Please, please, please give me some love. Because you're thirsting for it. That's what you're needing to understand is there's a space within you that can fill your cup. You have to learn to love yourself first, not love others and get drained, but love yourself first, and then that radiates out. And then when it radiates out, when your cup is so full because you've understood and respected and loved yourself, it radiates, and that's what you attract. It's not the other way around. It's not like I go for that person or I go for that situation or I just try to grasp on. It's not that. It's you loving, and it's time because you're at a Five of Pentacles. It's time. You need to start coming from within. Love yourself enough. Love yourself overabundantly. Love yourself. Trust yourself. Honor yourself. Know yourself. When that cup gets full, you'll be the Ten of Pentacles, where everything is just attracted to you. People who will want to love you for you. You don't have to do a damn thing. Nothing. You will just have to be, and they will love you. You'll probably be shocked in the beginning, but they'll love you. Just because. They don't want anything from you. They don't need anything from you. Just because. Okay? Now what's crossing you? You're all a five. You have the Five of Swords. Look at the Five of Swords. It's like you're fighting. It's almost like you're beating a dead horse. Look at the grays at the bottom. Look at the sword and look at the skull. Right? It's like I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I don't have any more within me. I've given everybody all I have. And I have no more. You're beat down. Right? You're crossing you. You're fighting for the wrong reasons. Like instead of fighting, this is just a scenario. Instead of fighting to get that person back or to stay with that person. What you need to be fighting for, these swords, is you need to be fighting for, I love myself. I deserve better. I want to be honored. I want to be looked at. But I have to do it myself first. I want some joy. So I'm going to learn what joy is. That's what you need to be fighting for. You need to be fighting for you, not the I want. You need to be fighting for filling your space, for filling your cup. That makes sense? That's what's crossing you. And what put you in this position? You have the Chariot. So some of you feel like you made the wrong decision. Some of you feel like maybe they should make the decision. Some of you did not. Yeah, I'm seeing some of you did not lead this. You were, I keep saying like begging. I'm not saying all Scorpios are begging. I'm just saying I have that energy of like, please, please, please make the right decision. Please, 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 for our family, for our children, for our marriage, for our whatever. Please make the right decision. Like you didn't lead it. You waited, and that put you in this position. That makes sense? So from now until the end of the year, end of 2024, end of December, what's coming? You have the Hermit. It's time to go within. It's time to stop trying to figure it out there. It's time to make some choices from within you. It's time. I don't want to say isolation, but almost like a bubble. It's like the protecting self thing. It's time to protect, like put yourself in a bubble. I'm not saying isolate yourself. I'm saying you're so giving and so loving and trying to help people. It's time to stop that right now. Okay? It's time to take that energy of wanting to help people or naturally doing it. You don't even like strive. You just like naturally want to do this when you like someone or when you feel like they're worth it. I want you to turn that energy into you and understand that you're worth it. What about you? You've sacrificed and you've sacrificed and you've let go and you've watched these horrors be done to you, be done to others. You've been the hero for people. But what about you? You need some love. You need some attention. You need some worth. You need to understand that about yourself. So your answers are within. That's the Hermit. It looks like that's what will be happening here until the end of the year. Okay. So what is your higher self trying to tell you for this situation, right? You have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So your higher self wants you to understand that the starts that you're going to make soon, once you do this, these starts are not going to blow up in your face like everybody. They're not going to disappoint you like everybody else has. They're not going to be horrible like everybody else has. That has been to you. It's not that way. It's a solid start because you are clear, because you're going to change this and fight for yourself and take the direction and you be the leader. You're not going to be the leader because you thought it was a good idea from somebody else who told you, hey, you're the leader, you lead. No, you're going to know to be the leader because you're going to understand your worth. You don't want to feel like this anymore. And you're not going to. Once you do this, okay, you have solid starts coming. You have things that are very grounded. You have things that are going to make you happy. That's what your higher self is trying to tell you. You have worked very hard. You just have to turn the direction inward for a little bit. You're not going to save people right now. You're going to save yourself. You're worth that. It's time for a new change. Okay? And this is in love. But we can't get to the love partner part until we fix this, until we, well, it's not broken, but until we understand more about this. Okay? Now, what happens at the beginning of the year? You have the King of Swords. Some of you will be the King of Swords, and some of you will finally meet the King of Swords. Okay? So if you do this and really go, sorry. So if you do this and really go within and really search you, not what you think you should do, but what you want to do and how you are worth it and how you begin to love yourself. And you have these starts coming, these solid starts, the solid foundation. I see the King of Swords. Some of you, it is you. The King of Swords has come from a lot of trauma. The King of Swords is a warrior, a hero, is very gentle with people. And very protected and protects what he owns, right? Kind of like a Scorpio like that, but if this is you, the King of Swords is not afraid to take action. And the King of Swords is not afraid to think of themselves first. Because they have learned, if I don't think of myself, how do I expect other people to think of me? If I don't do for myself, that's what life has taught this King of Swords. And then he has others that he protects until they learn that, right? So for you guys, some of you have to be this King of Swords where you learn to love yourself. You learn to be the leader in your life instead of having other people lead it, right? In relationships, right? Yeah, because for each one of you, there is a space of intimacy that you know to be true that you have not reached yet. And that is what you've been searching for all your life. But you can't get to that space until you learn discernment and you learn to love yourself. Okay? So for others of you, this is a person and he has the same characters. He will protect you. He will be fun. He will be exciting. He is not about the BS. He's going to be very direct and truthful. Okay? There's a slight remnants of a sadness of him because of where he's come from. So he can appreciate and understand what you've seen because he's probably seen it too. The abuse, the horrors that you came from, the things that you had to see, the spaces that you shouldn't have been in, but had to endure. Okay? Now, what are you afraid of? What's your fear, Scorpio? The Queen of Swords. Some of you, there is this person that you're in fear of that is really can manipulate and is a fast thinker and very smart, and you feel like some of you, not all of you, this is a group, you could feel like you're not able to get out of situations or diplomatically or safely. I won't even say diplomatically, safely get out of situations, right? So I feel that that's some of you, your fear. Others of you are fearing that you won't ever, just like the Queen, find that very intimate space. But I think you have this wrong because the Queen of Swords does find that intimate space. That's what makes her the Queen, right? But I'm feeling like you don't want to be that jaded, awful person. You want to find somebody that you know you can be so intimate with. You've never had it, but you know it's there, that you can be so intimate with. That's just a fear. Your fear is that you'll never find that. That's just a fear. Remember, a fear is to remind you what you want and what you don't want. So you know you don't want that. You know you want to find that bond. It just takes you starting from you. It takes you starting from you. Okay. Now, how does your partner see you, or how does the universe? How are they interacting with you? How do they see you? How are they dealing with you? And you have the 9 of Wands. So I feel like your partner watches you closely. I feel like your partner lets you make all the moves and mistakes so that